Hey, you want to hear my bad George Takei impersonation?
Probably not, but you're gonna tell me anyway.
It's
so.
really bad, I promise.
Okay.
What's a famous Sulu line?
He doesn't have many. There's the one from Undiscovered Country at the end.
Oh yeah. Okay. Target that explosion and fire.
Oh my.
Oh my.
That was terrible. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Matt.
Want to play some Star Trek Legacy?
Sure. I like Star Trek.
Me too.
So what is this game?
This is, to make a long story short, it's Star Trek ship combat.
Oh. That sounds cool.
We are picking our ships here. Let's pick some favorites here.
So what, you got command points? So each ship is worth a certain amount of points?
Yeah, it says you can see the Excelsior class refit, and then below that's a number.
Yeah.
That's the cost, basically.
Okay.
The bigger and more powerful the ship, the more it costs.
How many ships can you have total?
I'm doing a 3-ship fleet. You can do up to 4. I'm doing 3 just to make it a little simpler for the video, since I have to talk and play at the same time. And you can see all the ships have different stats over on the left, those blue bars.
Yeah.
The shield, obviously, and then sensors, weapons.
The starship stat.
Yep, yeah.
The shield,
sensors. Rainbows, yeah. You get to shoot rainbows at the Romulans now.
Batman punches. And, slinkies.
Scotty, we need more Batman punches. Giving her all the slinkies she's got, Captain.
It's the warp core, it's just one giant slinky.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd go with these 3. We're gonna do it's called skirmish, which is a fancy word for deathmatch. And we're just going to play against the computer since no one plays this game online and probably hasn't in, like, the past 4 years.
I would be surprised if anyone ever played this game online, actually. So, you've played this game a lot.
Yes.
You've played this game so much that I have all of the sound... I've played maybe 5 minutes of this game, and even still, I have all of the sound effects and voice clips permanently ingrained into my head.
Yep. I have played this game a lot, but that... I want to clarify my position, perhaps, on this game. I have played it a lot, and that is true, and I will not deny that. But that does not mean
enemy vessel detected.
It's a good game. Because it's not. I will not...
For the record, I agree.
I will not make a video and defend this game as being good.
Though,
because this game is rife with problems.
You at least find this game palatable enough to even play it at all, whereas...
Well, that's true, I guess.
I tried to play it, and I think this game is just absolutely awful.
I won't
nice.
say that. It's fun. I enjoy it. Simply because there isn't really another game like it out there.
Yes, there really aren't.
There have been a lot of Star Trek video games, and they've all really been bad.
Yeah.
And this one is probably the most palatable of all of them.
I don't know. There was that one first-person shooter that was... What was that? Voyager Elite Force?
Yeah, when you get to run around as Neelix with a phaser. That game isn't good. That game is not good.
Well, no, I guess you're right. It's not good, but it's at least fun.
That's true, I guess.
Whereas... I don't think this game is even fun.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. You think it's boring? How's it boring?
Well, I think it's boring, and I think it doesn't... I don't think it accurately captures starship battles.
No. Well, that's the problem with Star Trek games, is that they're always battle focused.
Yeah.
And yes, Star Trek battles are great, you know, especially like late DS9 stuff. I mean,
yeah,
that's awesome, and I love that stuff. But Star Trek is about a lot more than
and Wrath of Khan and all that stuff. There's some great battles in that movie too.
But Star Trek is about so much more than just these ship battles, and that's all these games are. You know.
Well, yeah, but again, to be I gotta stop using "again" as a pause in my speech. Again, like I've said this already. To be fair, I guess, how would you make a game about making first contact with a new species of alien like that?
You could make a game. I don't know, Mass Effect 2. Make Mass Effect 2, but with Star Trek. It's doable.
Yeah,
you can
Mass Effect 2,
you can have quality sci-fi without having nonstop fighting. You know, there's a lot of fighting in that game, obviously.
Do you remember playing Mass Effect 2? 75, 80, 90% of that game is shooting dudes.
I suppose.
There's some great conversations, some great role-playing in that game, too. But a lot of the game is shooting dudes.
Yeah. But, you know, that would be preferable to a game like this, where there is none of that, and it's just 100% shooting dudes.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. We don't have to agree on that.
I guess. I don't know. I think the upcoming Star Trek game, the one that's like a
that's just going to be
that's just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, there's you know, maybe an action scene or two in a Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
And even then, you know, it's like they exchange maybe 3 or 4 phaser shots in a scene.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just going to be really bizarre. Just mowing down dudes with phasers.
It's going to be really bizarre to have Spock as an action hero.
Yeah,
that's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous and it's stupid.
But the thing that I don't know. One of the things that bothers me about this game, despite the weird design choices and just stuff that is just kind of weird and pointless and doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah. Like a lot of these menus that don't really seem to do much.
Yeah. What do you do? Yeah, what are you doing there? You pop over that menu and then you tell it to repair. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That's not a choice.
Yeah.
It's that meter is low, so you go and push a button on it.
Yeah.
That's not a game.
No.
There's no tactical decisions being made there. You're not using resources to repair that stuff, are you?
No, not really.
The resource is just whether or not you remember to open that damn menu.
Yeah.
Push the button on all those meters.
Yeah.
So, what was my point?
I don't know.
I just don't think, despite all that stuff, I just don't think this is a good simulation of the way these battles work. And I don't think part of the thing that really rubs me the wrong way is that you are driving a starship.
Well, yeah, you're flying it like a fighter plane.
Yeah,
you know?
These are not fighter planes. These are, these are ships.
Yeah.
In the classical sense of the word.
Yeah.
It's like they made a slow-paced X-Wing game here.
Sure.
Basically.
Sure.
Which is not, the spacecraft in Star Wars are space planes.
Yeah.
These are very much space ships.
Yeah.
And I think the only way that you could really do this right is if you were the captain sitting on the bridge giving the orders.
Sure.
And then it would have to be way more simulation-y than this, which would make it very, very, very much a niche product.
Yeah.
Even more than it already would be being a Star Trek game.
Well, sure.
But I would argue that if you're going to make a Star Trek game, you might as well appease the fans.
Things
It's gonna
worth
be a niche
doing.
product
Worth doing
anyways.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well. You might as well go all the way with it instead of making this weird. Like,
Yeah.
I'm driving a Cadillac, a space Cadillac.
Yeah.
Because that's what it feels like in this game.
Yeah.
It's like you're flying it, and it's just so weird because they're so slow.
Yeah. Especially the bigger the ship, the slower it goes. You know.
And it's like, no, I just want to. I want to be able to click on a target and say, "Ship, go there."
Yeah.
Or, you know, again, even better than that. I want the view from inside the bridge.
Yeah.
I want the view screen. And I want to be able to, like, you know, click on my tactical officer and tell him to target something and then still rely on him to do it.
Sure.
I want an AI behind that.
Yeah. Yeah. I told you I wasn't going to sit here and defend it. I have fun playing it.
I know.
Just because I'm a Gigantor Star Trek fan.
Yeah. Well, I'm a gigantic Star Trek fan too.
If there was a better game, I don't know. Maybe Star Trek Online has made some improvements, but I don't have a PC to play it on, so that's no
that
better.
That game's even worse.
Really?
It's even more actiony than this is.
And I don't know. Until something better comes along to satisfy my Star Trek urge, I'm gonna be playing this.
The only Star Trek game I ever remember actually liking, and I don't even know if this game actually is any good. We should try to get our hands on a copy of it. Was Starfleet Academy.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the games that's usually praised.
That game
as
was good.
Being
I
one of the better Star Trek
enjoying
games, if not one of the best.
And that
but
game,
I've never played it.
That game was exactly the view from the bridge.
Okay.
Though in that you are still you're still driving it. You're just driving it from first person.
Sure.
If I remember correctly, at least.
Yeah.
There was also this Star Trek game that I used to play a bunch that I downloaded from the local small town BBS when I was in middle school or something.
Yeah.
And it was super simulation-y. It was like basically the whole thing was turn-based, and it was just a view from, I want to say it was called Net Trek, maybe? Or maybe it even had a different, more generic name than that, but
okay.
It was very much not licensed at all. It was just something some dude made, and it was either freeware or shareware or something.
Okay.
And it was just a tactical grid, and then the whole point of the game was there was 20 Klingon ships. And you just had to hunt down all of them
and destroy
them one by one, while also, keeping your fuel, your dilithium crystals in mind, and all that kind of stuff. So managing your resources while you systematically hunted down and destroyed Klingons, which is maybe not in the spirit of Star Trek. But
well, no,
I remember enjoying it.
Yeah. So yeah, Star Trek Legacy.
Yep.
Do I recommend it? Not really.
No.
But do I like it? Yes. Is that a paradox? Probably. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Star Trek is full of paradoxes, mostly temporal, but
it is perfectly within your right to like a terrible game.
Yes. But if I sat here and tried to tell you that it's the best game ever, I would be a liar, and yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Star Trek Legacy. Don't buy it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.